Welcome back to the AXE+ARCANA fantasy adventure game on the internet broadcast system. Gus will not be joining us tonight, but that's okay because it works with our story. When we last left off, our adventurers were fleeing the city of Ambrosia as it had started to become overrun with the undead construct hive mind known as the N3. Sitting on the throne of Ambrosia is William Wisp, the beholder-like creature who's taken over reign of the realms. William Wisp started to fight back against the N3. They started to leave the city as if they were being possessed or commanded to for a short amount of time. Upon being able to neutralize the threat of the N3 for a second, William Wisp saw the ship Ark that you all were on and made a call out to the city for citizens to stop you all because you were accomplices of the wizard Barris Gromdar, the spellcaster who was responsible for banishing William Wisp from the realm so long ago. You made a valiant attempt to flee. As you were leaving, you attempted to help some of Gus's druid friends who were also trying to escape the ravenous clutches of the N3. You were able to help them out, but in doing so, you found yourself surrounded by the Thwarthogs, the policing force of Ambrosia, and Drake Dragonstorm, their captain, and you were immediately put under arrest. Magic is outlawed in the lands, as well as you're helping this wizard. Your faces have been plastered on wanted posters around town, and finally, William Wisp's soldiers got their group. Being surrounded with no way out, you were forced to give up to arrest. So the Thwarthogs apprehended each one of you. Gus, our druid goblin, had no known affiliation with the wizard Barris and was taken to separate custody from the rest of you. The Thwarthogs will search you and strip you of your items, your weapons, specifically any magic things you may have on you because they don't want you getting out. But I'm giving all of you a chance or two or maybe three, depending on how successful you are, to try to pocket away some of your items on you, so that way the Thwarthogs didn't see it. Something you're going to try to sneak some contraband into the prison. So I let you guys all know ahead of time to start thinking about this stuff. Did anybody have anything specific they wanted to try to do first, or otherwise I'm just going to go down the line?
I've got, I think, at least a plan I'd like to try.
Let's hear it, Bado.
All right. So Bado is a cleric of Ilmater. Ilmater's symbol, my holy symbol, is a small amulet with the symbol of white hands bound by red cord, and so I want to keep that. I'm going to try to hide that up my nose. And in the meantime, I'm going to clutch the red flag the battle flag from my old battalion that kind of sort of looks like outstretched hands, but no red cord maybe, and sort of like, oh yeah, this is precious to me. You should totally take this from me. Like as if I were clutching the most important possession I had, but it's in fact a piece of banner.
Interesting. Alrighty. So, you can make me a sleight of hand trick. You can make me, I guess I'd allow a stealth. If you've got something else you can convince me with, you can use that. And
sleight of hand is, I think, probably my best bet here.
Go ahead and roll at advantage because you've got like a little game plan to try to distract.
Yay!
Illusion, Michael.
18.
Excellent. You are able to stash away the sigil of your faith.
Yeah.
Is that the only item you're going to try to go?
think that's the only thing I can try to hide.
All right, so you clutch your flag with your hands as your proboscis reaches down in your pouch and
The trunk. Don't make it sound so filthy.
and you mouth pocket. I don't know what to call it.
Nose pocket.
Your sigil of faith. Your weapons are stripped of you. They have to get a couple of extra cuffs because you have large elephantine loxodontical. Loxodonian hands, wrists, and they snatch you up and wheel you onto one of their work speeders. ID 10T. Our construct friend. They start coming up to you and they're like looking at you, trying to figure out what to do with you. What are you trying to do?
I guess I'll put my hands up and just say, treat me gently. I'm very fragile. And I don't know how I would be able to hide, but the one thing that I want to try and hide, if they were to try and get inside of me, would be the that book that I found in Barris's library.
Do you want to just keep all your stuff stored inside your chest
Yeah, I'm not
cavity?
gonna. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with it specifically.
All
So
right.
like as to not attract attention, but I feel like they're eventually gonna find out I'm full of trash. So that is the one thing, if they were to, that I'm gonna try and hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they come up to you and they take your hat
All right.
off your head.
My monocle
That's rude.
eye flickers red for a few seconds.
They take the gloves. I think you had gloves on your hands.
No, those are attached.
Okay. They try to
Those
take
don't
off.
come off. Yeah.
Do you have anything externally on you? that
I
they
have
would-
my red coat.
So
but-
they start going through the pockets of the coat.
Okay.
Did they find anything in there?
No. Most
All right.
likely just dirt and
We'll put some dirt in
Yeah.
your eye. So
put some dirt in there.
they ask you, you got anything else on you? If you're gonna lie, make me a deception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. Deception and I rolled a 20.
And
And I say only my wickedly good looks. I'll kind of stare over at one of them.
they kind of look at each other and kind of shrug.
All right.
And they take your robotic hands and put them behind your back and manacle them up and move you to a different work scooter. Dusk. The warthogs approach you. You've got one of your hands is a work augment. It's this like mechanical piece. You've got your musical instruments on you, your swords. Is there anything you're going to try to stow away before they come to disarm you?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and tuck my whistle stick into my belt,
Hello.
and
PG-13.
I think I'm gonna try and keep it a PG-13. Put my whistle stick in, just kind of, maybe I can tuck it like I don't know, in my sock or my shoe. And I'd also like to try and maybe try and sleight of hand my spell book. Try and keep that thing from getting taken away. But I feel like the rest of it is too big. I've got a big old loot on my back and a sword and stuff that's definitely going to get taken away. So I know I can at least make some music with my whistle stick, and I've got my spell book.
All right, so the whistle stick we'll do first because it's the easiest one. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Alrighty. That is a yikes. That's a 10.
So they see you like trying to slide the flute down your sock, like, no, sir. And they grab it. While they're doing that, make me a sleight of hand for your spellbook.
Oh boy, yes. That's a 21.
Where would you try to hide the spellbook?
I guess while they're reaching down, I could like put it under my shirt, but in my armpit and just kind of hold it up, you know, like so. Or, I don't know, under my hat. Wait, I don't have a hat.
You don't have a hat. Do any of your warlock spells give you any sort of sneakery?
Maybe I can use some thaumaturgy. No. I don't really know. It's tough. I feel like I'm gonna get caught.
Let me see. Let me look at thaumaturgy.
You could also create some kind of diversion as well, using another skill, most likely to take their eyes off something.
I mean, well, I could, you know, make the whistle stick could make a particular sound. I could use thaumaturgy. When he grabs the stick, it makes a really high pitched squeal.
Okay.
And you know, maybe that gives me time to tuck my spellbook into my pants.
Perfect.
After they've patted me down, you know.
As he's going to grab that whistle, you tapped your patron's power and make it like whistle this shrieking note, and they seem real aggravated at it, and they grab it and they like snap your flute, and you're able to pocket your spellbook away, and they're like, all right, enough nonsense. And then they kind of look at you and they're like, oh, look who it is, it's Daddy's boy. And they like
You don't
shove
know
you.
me, partner.
They push you into a third work beater. Velvet, you notice the fuzz coming for you. Is there anything you would like to try to hide?
Oh, geez. Well, all I really have is my one magic shoe and my spell book. I figured I can just put that, I'm probably still already wearing that shoe, so I'm not going to draw any attention to my feet, and they'll just won't notice. But then I have my spell book, Devour, or Devour, I can't remember. It can fly, right? Like it can fly and move on its own.
If it can.
So what I would like to do is hold the book in my hands, but I want to use phantasmal force to give the illusion that I'm cupping like a small dove. And then as they approach me, I just want to like throw my hands in the air and watch they'll see the bird fly away, but it's really my spell book, and I've already whispered in my book, come back to me when the time is right.
Excellent. All right, so yeah,
Nice.
they're approaching you, and then John Woo style, like dove flies out of your hand. They're like, what the hell? He's got a dove. And
I'm just spreading love, y'all.
they push you to the ground because they're like shaken by it, but Devour, your spell book, flies up with the illusion of a dove. And you see it take to the sky, and you see circling in the sky above you is Zazu. And it sort of like flies up towards Zazu, your arcane friend and pet of the crew.
Yay!
And they put binders on you and they're like, watch out, this one's a spell user. Be careful, this one's got tricks. And so they pick you up and put you in a fourth separate carts. And Waddle, finally. They come to you, the blue mandrill.
So, for personal reasons, I already have a pair of manacles.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I would like to hide the key in the knot of my ponytail
Okay.
and have already manacled myself with my hands behind my back.
Excellent.
And I would also like to try to have pocketed a tinderbox
Okay.
and, if possible, an oil flask.
All right. So we'll do those one at a time. I'm gonna give you the key and the manacle.
Sweet.
So do me the. Which one do you want to try first? The tinderbox or the oil?
Tinderbox, for sure.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is +7.
Oof.
See here, 12 +7.
All right.
19.
So you're able to stash the box of matches, and then
Sweet.
now the oil.
Oil can. 3 +7, 10.
10. No, you try to like. That was. I'm not sure where you're gonna try to put it, but it fell out. It slid out. It was too greasy.
What's that tattoo?
What tattoo? Oh, still greasing.
Still grease. Still grease. Save that.
Those of you who are interested in the still greasing inside joke, make sure to revisit the AXE+ARCANA episode, season 2, episode 3, the night market. So the key, you're able to manacle yourself, and you're unable to like hide that oil. So they pick it up. They strip you guys of your weapons and other items. Waddle, they put you into one, and then you guys see them like they basically pick Gus up by his like collar, and they throw him in a separate one. And the hogs emanate this like garlicky, oniony stink from them. You see the sweat dripping out of their blue skin pores. Drake Dragonstorm was megamogrified, which means he was turned into like a giant actual dragon shape. He's kind of watching this whole thing take place. And as soon as he sees... No. He sees everything's kind of taken control, and you hear him rough and breathe like, I'll tell... I can find his voice. Drake Dragonstorm. I will tell William Wisp they have been apprehended. His giant wings start to beat down. There's a great gust of wind that pushes out from his wings as he starts to lift and fly into the city. And each of your work jets start to take off and head into the city. And you are booked for crimes against William Wisp and the city of Ambrosia. They would have taken you to the dungeons beneath the castle where you await trial with William Wisp. Cut to the sound of the jail door shutting, and we will start the next day. You guys are all rested up. All of your any damage you taken is healed. All of your spell slots, even though you may not be able to cast a spell, are back. And you will each awaken in your own cell in the city dungeons. And that is where we start tonight's adventure. So in any order that anybody wants to do anything in, you guys start to wake up. And we'll take it from there.
We see each other?
Are we all in the same room?
What kind of cells are they? Are they stone or wrought iron or?
They're stone with iron gates. There's 6 cells. There's only 5 of you, and you guys are all within eye shot of each other, not necessarily next to each other. And then you see there's a Thwarthog guard. There's a hallway at the end of your row, and he's guarding a door that goes out. So occasionally you'll see a guard come in and switch out. Yeah.
So,
Occasionally.
yeah, I will have. There's like rocks on the ground, right, from the wall, like loose pebbles and shards.
There's a
of
couple.
stone.
Yeah.
So I took a shard of stone and I was scratching for every. Just I guess I was gonna say for every minute that I was in the cell. So there's just like scrawl marks all over the walls.
Yeah.
So I'm like on, I don't know, like 596 scroll.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue doing that.
Velvet, what do you see? You're locked up in a dungeon.
It's just us. There's no one else. There's no other prisoners.
Inmates?
There's a prisoner in the 6th cell, but he seems to be like asleep on his cot.
What time of day is it? Morning?
You cannot tell. You are in the dungeons. Okay. There's no windows.
There's no windows?
No windows. The stones are black with like a almost like a green tinge to the highlights on them. Not like a mossy green, almost like if obsidian glass had like a green sheen to it. There, but no. There's a faint emanation coming from. There's like work lights down here that flicker every once in a while. So it's lit, but it's not like lit super amazing.
How far away did you say the guard is from like the nearest? Let's say my cell.
Let's see. Bado ID Dusk. Velvet Waddle. Alright, so you guys, there's 3 cells on each side. Closest to the door on the left side is Bado. On the right side is the other prisoner you guys don't recognize. In the middle rows is ID 10T and Velvet. And on the back wall is Dusk and... wait, what did I say? Bado, ID 10T, and Dusk are on the left side, with Bado being closest to the door. On the right side, the prisoner, followed by Waddle, followed by Velvet. Velvet's farthest from the door. Dusk is farthest from the door. Bado's closest to the door. The other prisoner's closest to the door.
How wide are the cells?
Your cells are 10 by 10.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Cozy.
The hallway is about 20 across. And I guess the hallway is about 50 in length. There's a little bit of space between. Cool. And so the hog just kind of sitting there on a stool, just kind of like rocking back and forth. He'll occasionally like sweep his eyes across each of you in your cells, and then look back down, and he's got a little book on him. He's sort of reading a little crossword puzzle. He's doing.
Interesting.
Can we talk to each other?
Try it.
Hey, Velvet.
Hey, Waddle.
How's it going?
It's, it could be better. I don't know. Cell's nice and spacious, though, for me. This is actually an upgrade. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
An upgrade from what?
Sleeping on the side of the road and from all the adventures we've been having.
Did you try the door? I'm gonna try the door.
Let's go shake our cell doors. Let's go shake them. Start grabbing the door and
Wait,
just start shaking.
Did they uncuff us? Are we still cuffed? Because if they uncuffed us, then I lost my manacles.
Oh. Are we still cuffed?
You're still cuffed.
our hands in front of us, though, right?
Your hands in front of you, yeah. So you go to shake the door, and the warthog goes, shh. Try and concentrate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. What are you reading?
Yeah, what you got there?
Why are you so curious? I'm trying to do my puzzles. Hard to think.
Oh,
What
I
kind
love
of puzzles? Puzzles are great.
I love a good Sudoku. They've got those real big books now, just full of Sudoku puzzles. It's pretty impressive. You
I
can just
don't like big
Sudoku
books.
all day. You don't like big books?
I don't like big books. This one's got pictures in it. And you look, and he's doing find the differences between the two pictures. It's like a highlights for warthogs.
Nice.
This one, the window's broken, and he like circles it.
All right. Well, he seems interested in a picture book. That's good to know.
Velvet, do you have any spells you can use?
I do have spells. I'm actually thinking about a spell I've never really used before, but it could come handy in the scenario. It's called Unseen Servant. It creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless medium force that performs simple tasks at your command, like opening doors or fetching objects.
Fetch the book.
Way to take my spell, dude.
I also have a sleep spell, too. We can also put the guard asleep.
If we put him to sleep,
Are you guys on the other side? I know I'm right next to the guard, but you guys are further away.
Are y'all just
So
talking
maybe I
to
need,
each other across cells?
Yeah,
That's sure what it
we're-
seems like.
we're next to each other.
Velvet and Waddle are next to each other.
Oh, okay, they're whispering. How are we gonna kill this
Did you
guy?
guys find the
He's so engrossed in his picture book, he's not paying attention.
Yeah, when you like look over to see if he's listening to you, see him like turn the book upside down and like scratch his head.
Okay, so my
So I
plan.
also have Unseen Servant. I was
My-
going to cast
my-
that, but go for it.
Both
My huh?
said both of you ought to cast it. You got two unseen servants hanging out with us.
Right.
And our stuff.
I could either. I was thinking of trying to convince the guard to come to my cell, and I could cast a sleep spell on him as he gets close to me. Or we could try to use the unseen servant to, like, maybe he has a key on him.
I don't think you can take attended items.
Oh, you don't think so?
It's like a thing.
I think it'd probably just have to make a
It
sleight
can
of hand.
interact with an object. It can perform a simple task. It can fetch things. So yes.
Fetch the crossword.
But I imagine he would sense it though. Like pickpocketing is a little bit in depth for a unseen servant, I would imagine.
Okay.
It's always worth a shot.
I could also use Phantasmal Force to pretend I have a picture book and tell him to come up and look at the nice picture book I have, and then blow a little dust from my hands for my sleep spell as he comes up to the cell.
Have we
Or
observed,
I can just grab him by the shirt and just smack him into the cell and try to knock him out.
Waddle, what were you asking?
I was going to ask if we've observed how often the guards change rotation. We just woke up though, so I don't know if we've had time to.
There's like a shift like every 4 hours.
We're inside a 4-hour shift.
Yeah. This guy's been
Yeah,
here maybe
10
35 minutes.
Oh, okay, he just started.
He's fresh.
I'm kind of curious about the prisoner at the end of the line.
He's on the other side of you, Waddle.
Yeah. Should I just yell at him?
Your call,
Ask
dog.
Ask if he does in-prison tattoos.
It'd be a shame to waste this opportunity.
I think this is a good time to get a tattoo to mark the occasion.
I mean, that's maybe
We're in, like,
he's next to you.
individual cells.
Maybe you ought to like have a chat with him because I mean, if I yell across the
No, he's next to you, Waddle.
oh, he's next to me. Oh, that's right. I'm in the
He's
middle.
next
Right?
to you.
You're in the
Okay.
middle.
All right. Can I like? I guess. Hail, prisoner. Hail, fellow inmate.
The guard's like, shh. But the guy wakes up and says, what do you want? What do you want? Who is it? Poopy Trim. What? Who is
Ask,
What?
ask him what he's in for.
Hey, buddy. What are you in for?
practicing magic?
What kind of magic you into?
Why is this some sort of you a narc? You gonna? Nah, I ain't saying nothing, man. I don't trust Cornpeg. Don't trust nobody.
Oh boy. Cornpeg. Cornpeg. What kind of name
Yeah,
is
that's-
Corn? What kind of name is
It's the name I
Cornpeg?
earned on the streets.
How you earn a name like that, Cornpeg? Do you peg a lot of corn?
Who the hell are you to be asking?
Well, my name is Waddle.
What kind of name's Waddle, huh? How'd you get that name, huh? Waddling? Are you a duck?
I mean, I'm as much a duck as you are, buddy. So Cornpeg, what how long you been in for?
About a week.
About a week, eh? So you know this guard at all now? I mean, it's been a
Nope.
week.
Looks over and is like, they're all the same to me.
They're all the same
Pigs.
guy. They feeding you all right?
You know, I don't. Come to think of it, I don't remember needing to eat since I've been down here.
That's strange. What's that about? It's
I
been
don't
a
know.
week. It's been a week. I mean, you'd have to be like
He-
starving now.
He looks visibly confused. Like, huh. It doesn't make any sense. Guess I haven't been hungry.
Are you?
I bet he's gonna look great in those skinny jeans there when he gets out.
With his tattoos. Hey, Cornpeg, you got any tattoos?
He like rolls his sleeve up and you see a half orc lady named Petunia on his arm. Is that do anything for you? Got that one in the night market.
Nice. Night market.
You know the
I
night
still-
market?
Yeah, I know the night market. Kind of a legend down there.
Tell me more.
Well, wait, is the night market the same place as the?
Yeah, where you guys were when you first got into town.
I couldn't remember if it had a different name than that. Well, you might. I mean, it's been a little bit, but you know, I was down there. I was wrestling. You know, I was throwing some punches. You know, we had a good time. Did some gambling, gambled
Yeah.
on things. You know.
You forgetting any magic stuff down there? He kind of looks at the guard to make sure the guard doesn't hear him.
Yeah. You know, we've got some things. We did some stuff. We got a buddy around here that's got some sort of magical mechanical hand man.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What do you think it means?
And he kind of looks over at the other cells. Dusk, what are you doing?
So I'm at which corner of the cells am I at? Am I farthest
You-
away from the guard?
Yeah, you and Velvet are on the cells farthest away from the door at the end of the hall.
Okay,
Next to
cool.
you is
Um,
ID10T on your row. So on your left is ID10T and across from you is Velvet.
I'm waving at him. I'm just waving.
And can we see
I'm
each other?
frowning at him.
Yeah, you guys can see each
When we're
other.
next to each other?
There's like a little window in between
Ah.
each cell.
All right. You're just gonna hear some random scratching on the wall next to you. You've been hearing it all night, actually.
I go. I'm gonna kind of like tuck back into my cell into the darkest corner. Kind of like go back to my roots of hiding in the dark, and I guess like go close to where I can hear the scratching on the walls coming from the cell closest to ID10T,
Okay.
and kind of like tap on the stone there and see if he can hear me and just kind of say, "You all right there, partner?"
You just hear like kind of a stressed whispers. I don't know how much longer I can take it in here. I'm going insane.
Oh, jeez.
You'll see my monocle kind of
All
like
right. Well,
show up right at the hole. You just see the little eye.
okay. Boss, sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully, look, we're gonna find a way to, do something, and it's okay. Don't worry about it. I still got my book.
I'm
So,
across the way. I'm waving at dusk. Hi, dusk. Hi. I'm waving.
I'm frowning at both Velvet and Waddle.
You're not gonna wave back? God damn it.
I guess I'll wave back.
I switch hands. See if he. Oh,
I
he
switch
found me.
hands.
Can I do
So-
a?
Okay.
And I look over at Cornpeg. I'm like, see?
And he's like, "Oh, I see. Hey, that's not the son of Elhef Basilboss, is it?"
Could be.
Ah.
I'm gonna frown and hide even more into the dark.
I kind of lean over and like I'm kind of confidentially. He's real upset right now. They took his whistle stick.
He's being a pouty patty.
So he looks over and he's like, "What's with your Loxodon friend, Bado? What are you up to?"
Oh, I feel like I'm too close to the teacher to engage in mischief, or at least talk out loud about mischief, like
When the
Velvet
camera
others.
when the
Scream
camera
that
turns
out.
to your cell, yeah, what are you doing?
Hmm.
How are you passing the time?
Did you blow your nose?
Yeah, he should talk like this because something's in his nose.
It's been
You're right.
stuffed up for days. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm so bad at subterfuge.
It's all good. Like, what? You don't have to be trying to do anything. I'm just curious what you would be doing to pass the time.
If I can hear my party mates planning and plotting, I want to stay tuned to that with my giant ears.
It's hit or miss. Like, everybody seems to be kind of whispering. You hear like chatter, but I don't, unless you like make a perception check.
I would
Everybody's
like to make a perception check
Yes,
to
please.
see if I pick up on the fact that they are trying to that everyone's awake and everyone's like planning, or the stuff I can hear is related to doing something to get out of here. I rolled a 19, or I got a 19 with my mod.
All right, yeah, you hear ID10T say like, "I don't know how long I can take this anymore," and then you hear occasional bits of the conversation Waddle's having with Cornpeg over in the cell.
Because of those mighty ears.
Yeah.
I will choose to. I'm gonna. Oh, what is this? Shit. No, it's got verbal, somatic, and material components. Nope. Can't do that. Never mind. Shutting up. There's so little I could do. I'll say out loud, well, if anybody wants to pass the time and play a pregnant pause game or do something else, pregnant pause, fun, I'm ready in game to contribute to the hilarity.
The guard's like, hey, no games. You're not here to have fun, all right?
I act appropriately abashed.
He goes back to like, now he's trying to find like, all right, where's the ladder in this picture? Oh, there it is. Where's the candle? He goes back to his puzzle.
I
Yeah.
want to try something.
Sure.
So, actually, no. I'm gonna lean up against the wall. I've stopped scratching on the walls. I got bored with it, and open up my hatch and pull out that book that you gave me that I found in Barris's library.
Do you remember what I told you the book was?
Yes, I will give it to you right here.
Concentrated evil.
It was covered in what looked like skin. So
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Do
Right.
you want me to send it to you DM or just in the chat?
Send it to me on Facebook Messenger if you don't mind.
Okay.
Is it
Hello, I'm back. I'm sorry.
It's all good. So while ID10T's doing that, so Cornpeg's like, you said you're in here for you in here for magic too, or
Yeah, more or less.
what'd you do?
Some of us more magical than others. You know?
Oh yeah.
I go hi from my side of the cell.
I point that way. He needs a tattoo.
Oh, I can give him a tattoo.
You do that? All right. Hey, who's Petunia?
I don't want to talk about her.
All right. Fair enough. Hey, yeah. So he does magic.
What kind of magic can he do?
He can do all kinds of magic. What kind of magic you need?
I mean, has he got anything to get us out of here?
Yeah, he might. We need a little bit of a discussion. Like, kind of, what terms are you offering?
I mean, I can help you get out. I know the way out of here. If you're able to spring us from this joint.
That's good. We have no idea how we got here.
Yeah, they put bags over your heads when they walk you through the halls to make it hard. But I think I know how to get us out of here. Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me know when you're ready. We'll tell me the plan, and then we'll figure it out.
Cool. All right. So then I guess I go back and talk to Velvet. Hey, Velvet, I got a guy over here. He can give you a tattoo.
Yes! Awesome! I was gonna say, just keep greasing right across my chest.
And no regrets.
Well, how are we gonna distract the guard? What are we gonna do about it?
If I hear that, I'll cough noticeably.
So I could also can they hear me? The guard can't hear me, right?
You guys are whispering, so I'm kind of giving it to you.
So I mean, like,
You can whisper to the person next to you.
so we can either do the unseen servant, make something happen like outside in the hall and make him move so we can do something. Or I could you could distract him and we could just eldritch blast him, just like. But I like the idea of getting him closer so we could maybe get some keys and get out of here.
Is there anything flammable in my cell?
That's everything.
There's you.
Yeah, you're wearing like prison clothes.
What,
But-
they changed this? How'd they get me on my costume?
Oh, I guess you were wearing a magic costume. Maybe they put prison clothes over it.
Yeah. Tuck it on.
So you spellcasters who like your implements were taken, you can't cast spells without those. Dusk,
so
you need
question
a
on that.
you need your instrument, right? Or
I
is it
guess
just
yeah.
or
I
can
could
you sing?
sing.
Hambone.
Maybe I can play like a tabla on the rocks.
Okay. Oh, Tabla Roxy.
Hambone.
ID10T, you had a question?
Did they take out my data core?
They didn't know to look in you.
Okay. Well, I think that
Stupid on their part.
What's that? ID?
No. That's fine. That's fine.
They didn't
Yeah.
do a cavity search on you. They did on me.
I don't think they understand how I work.
No.
He's all cavities.
Oops, all cavities.
All they know is that I'm made of metal and wood, and then I smell really bad for some reason.
They've seen warks around the city occasionally, but not too often. And ID10T
wark.
looks different. Yeah, not that wark.
Can I make an investigation check on my cell?
Absolutely. What are you investigating?
So for the theme, I've started counting all of these stones in the walls
Okay.
to pass the time. And while I'm doing that, I'm making the investigation check. So let me go ahead and roll that.
There's 143 stones
That's it. That's it.
on one wall.
Okay. So I rolled a 9 plus 5. So what's that? 14.
Yeah. To investigate?
Yeah.
Are you looking for anything in particular, or
No, just if anything comes up that's not normal
on yourself or on the wall?
on the walls of the cell.
Yeah, you notice there's a stone, so everything's got kind of like a grout to it, as it's been masoned into place. But one of them, the seam seems to go deeper.
Okay. I'll ignore that for now because I'm not done counting. But once I finish counting, I'll go ahead and take another look at that.
All right, so you finish your counting, and then your eye returns back to that one stone.
Yep. I'll start picking at it.
And it's able to shimmy out like a loose stone.
Okay.
Velvet Dusk, are you guys doing anything in particular while everybody's kind of killing time in their cells?
I'm trying to shave my chest to get prepared for this tattoo. I don't have anything really anything to shave it with. I'm just kind of rubbing my chest back and forth on the stone wall, just kind of trying to get any loose hairs off me, just kind of getting ready because I'm excited about this prison tattoo.
There's always plucking.
That's true. Oh, I could have. I guess I could have done that, couldn't I?
Oh my god, my comrades are losing their minds. ID Tinties climbing the walls.
Ah, man, I just realized something. Is there a way to tell if that magic detection is still gonna get rung off if I do magic in the cell?
Don't know what you're talking about, and you haven't tried anything yet, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Man.
So the corn peg has some implements, and he goes, "Hey, guard, you mind if I ink up one of these hombres?" And the guard kind of looks him up and down. He's like, "No funny business?" He's like, No.
Scout's honor.
And so the guard goes over and unlocks the lock. And you see the prisoner, Cornpeg, get out. His hands are still manacled, and he's got in his hand like a scrimshaw needle, and then some ink. You notice he had he had a couple books in there. He'd been in there long enough, they permitted him a couple items. And he starts to walk Cornpeg over. So you guys in your cells see this Thwarthog walk Cornpeg over. And he starts to unlock Velvet's door. And the door opens, and Cornpeg walks into Velvet's cell. And the guard shuts it and locks it, and then goes back to his book. So Velvet, this tattoo artist, is here, and he's like, "Name's Cornpeg. Here, you want some ink?"
My name's Velvet. It's nice to meet you, and yes, I do.
Right. So he starts putting down his implements. He's like, "Your friend here says you guys will help me out of this place if I help you out. What you got?"
Oh, we're all planning on busting out of here, and if you can slap some ink on my titties, we can definitely make you a part of that process.
I feel like we wouldn't really make that contingent, but
Yeah, I can do that.
It's a magical world, man. Come on.
So he looks down. And he's like, "Oh, that's a nice shoe."
Yeah, this is my fancy shoe.
Where'd you get that?
I found it.
Definitely not in the night market.
Definitely not in the night market. I definitely didn't steal it. Found it.
reassuring.
Does it how do I put this? Is it a special shoe? Here, lay back. Here, let me get this tattoo going.
Okay, yeah. We can talk about this while you're tatting me. I want it in papyrus font.
Is it whoa. Prison does a lot of things, but I won't sing that low. I'd rather die in here.
All right, Gothic italic it is. Just keep on greasing, just right across my chest.
That's what you wanted to say, is keep on greasing?
Keep on greasing.
Right.
That's my motto now.
So you sit back on your cot, and he gets to town hand poking a tattoo into your chest.
Yeah.
Is anybody else doing anything while Velvet's getting a tattoo?
I just learned that we have cots in our cells, and I am anxiously trying to start a fire on it.
How are you trying to start a fire with what?
I got that tinder kit. Remember, I snuck that.
You did.
I dropped the flask.
Yeah. Did you undo your manacles since you've been in here?
Yes.
All right.
Is our new friend Cornpeg?
Cornpeg.
Is he doing this while manacled?
Yeah, he's done a few prison tattoos. And so he holds the chest here, and then hand pokes, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
What's he using for ink?
He had a little ink quill. He's just poking really deep. It's not a comfortable tattoo at all.
Oh no, is there supposed to be all this blood? Is this normal?
No, it's not normal at all.
No? Okay.
This isn't some kind of magic tattoo, is it?
Maybe?
He's tattooing.
What was in that behind that brick? Did it just come out?
Yeah, so you slide it out and you look, and there's a sigil on the back of it. Do you have Knowledge Arcana, or?
I do. I very much do.
Try that for me.
That's a 15.
It is an anti-magic field.
And that's... So if I were to destroy this, would it destroy the field?
How would you? Let me see.
Seems like something you'd have to try to find out.
Yeah, it seems like something you'd have to try to find out. And this stone seems very like sturdy. The ground stone has like pebbles and cobblestone where everything is, but this like black stone with that like green sheen on it seems like very sturdy.
Is it behind or is it on the brick?
It's behind where the brick was.
Okay, so it's like another stone wall behind the
yeah, yeah. And then you realize as you're kind of looking at it, like you don't feel that little jolt of arcane in your fingertips.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do with this. I will open up my hatch, and well, first of all, I'm gonna take a rock and try and scratch it away.
All right, so you're gonna like try to reach in there and scrape away. The
sigil.
Yeah.
Otto, are you doing anything? So you saw your friend, the other prisoner, get taken in to give Velvet a tattoo.
During that exchange, I was like, okay, we're doing it. We're going to like, no, he's actually doing it. Oh my god!
And you heard you heard ID10T. You heard the scraping of stone as he pulled that block out in the cell next to you.
If he's next to me,
I tossed
I'll
that stone like willy-nilly behind me. I didn't like lay it down or anything.
Just throw it?
Yep, right over the shoulder.
Seems bold.
I'm across the way and I'm just like...
The guard like looks up as he hears that stone hit. And he's like, what are you doing in there?
I try to cover it up with a cough.
Why are you coughing so much?
Dusty down here.
He kind of looks you up and down. He doesn't seem to like you, Bado. Yeah.
Probably
I try
racist.
so hard to be likable.
Dusk, you see across the cells from you, Velvet getting a tattoo on his cot. You doing anything?
Well, now that the guard has gotten up to...
He's gotten up and he's like kind of looking at Bado's cell.
He's like rebuking him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
How are you going to cast it?
I'm going to whisper Master of Puppets in the darkness of my cell.
Do it.
So you start like whispering this spell and you don't feel any power behind those words.
Oh, no.
Like, you almost feel like a little off key. And so you feel that slot expended from you, but it's sort of like yelling into a vacuum. Like,
whoa,
it didn't take.
I'm going. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go investigate what I heard, that stone thudding in ID10T's cell.
Yeah, so you look in and you see he's like fiercely like scratching into a place where there's a brick removed.
So he sees like me like, you know how like if you're like reaching into like a hole in the wall or something. So like my body's like angled down up against the wall, and he's like looking at me from that hole in the cell, and I'm just like, you just hear something like furiously like scratching inside the wall where my arm is. Hey bud, what do you need?
Not so loud.
Eyes in the back of his head he has.
What'd you find?
I don't know yet. Just give me a minute. Some kind of thing on the wall.
Okay. Again, while the guard is a little... Wait, so I can see Velvet getting a tattoo, right?
Yeah.
I'm waving at him again.
Okay, I'm gonna try and whisper to Velvet. Hey partner, you ain't gonna be able to do none of your magic in here.
What?
And the corn peg tattooing kind of perks up when he hears that.
Are you sure about that?
Don't be so loud.
Oh, inside voices.
Yeah, just look, I ain't feeling my patron. I ain't feeling nothing in here. There's nothing going on. We ain't gonna be able to do nothing magical.
Double
Cornpeg goes,
duty.
Is that Dusk? Dusk Wifeclaw? It is, right? Son of Elhef Bezabos?
That's an affirmative.
Y'all are those friends of Barris, huh? That wizard that put William Wisp away, huh?
You know Barris Cornpeg?
I've heard the name. I've heard the name. But that is all of you, right? You were his friends? Aliases, acquaintances?
I suppose we are his... Yeah, I wouldn't call us friends necessarily. We are his... he knows us. We know him.
Interesting.
I'm kind of fly on the wall of this conversation. I'm like, what do
you trying to... I mean,
what do you
how does that make you feel? You interested in...
How does that make you feel? Are you our enemy now?
He finishes the tattoo and he's like, guard, I'm ready. ID 10T, you can't scrape this thing off the wall. Like, you're scratching. It looks like you're making scrapes on that stone, but nothing's like damaging the glyph or ward in there. So the guard starts to walk over as Cornpeg called for him. Are you gonna stay with your hand in that hole?
Yeah, but I'm gonna make it look like I'm sleeping against the wall. So,
Okay.
like, I'll hear him coming over, and then I'll just kind of like I'll start playing like snoring noises on repeat. So I'll do it. You need to roll deception on that. I feel like I'm big enough to where he's not going to see the hole behind my arm. Like, it just looks like I'm leaning against the wall.
So, Bado, you hear Cornpeg call for the guard. And the guard stops sort of chastising you and starts to walk over to Velvet's cage. And he's like, all done. And the guard opens the door and pulls Cornpeg out and shuts the gate, the cell door behind, leaving Velvet in. Velvet, you're trying to look down and see your chest, but you really can't see it from your point of view.
Oh no!
Are you married?
Can I tell the guard, hey guard, will you come look at my chest? Will you make sure he spelled everything correctly?
So he looks at it and he kind of laughs and he's like, yeah, that's right. And you see Cornpeg shift. As Cornpeg was a shifter, and he goes, well, we got everything we needed. They admitted to being friends of Barris Grelmdar. That will be admitted into evidence. Thank you so much. Thank you, friends. We will see you in court. And he kind of like pops the manacles off, and the guard's like, hey, works every time. And
ding dong.
The old prison tattoo trick.
And you guys look and you see on Velvet's chest, the sigil of William Wisp is tattooed.
Oh,
Not cool.
not
So the
cool.
door shut.
He trusted you.
Nobody like.
Sick burn.
Well, now I feel just silly.
You
Door
are
shut, and the camera kind of fades as you guys all realize, like, you're stuck in here until trial. And the camera fades back up
Ooh.
as we see this round courtroom. There's people from all sorts of makes and ranks and classes of life in Ambrosia circling around.
Crud.
And the 5 of you are brought out and kind of placed at like a prosecution table sort of thing. And everybody's like, boo, boo, you know. If they could throw tomatoes at you, they would. So they sit you all down, and you just kind of wait as everybody's like booing you and hissing and kind of waiting. And then you hear a voice like, all rise for the mighty, honorable, fear-inducing Judge William Wisp. And everybody starts to like cheer and scream and they get excited. And these doors behind the judge's podium, the doors fly open. And you see that yellow eye in the darkness open up, that downward-facing pupil. And William Wisp starts to hover into the room, wearing like one of those white, curly judges with wigs.
I'm just picturing Jambi from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Rest in peace, Jambi.
Oh man, feelings.
William Wisp emerges into the courtroom. His little eye stalk tentacles and leafy hands sort of like waving at people around him, and he's taking in all the cheers and hurrahs.
He's clearly smaller than he was when he was flying over the city, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's still sort of big and sort of imposing.
Mhm.
But yeah. And so he looks at all of you with that big yellow gazing eye. And when his eye crosses across each of you, those of you who have magic, when his gaze is upon you, you feel like that drain of magic on you once again that you felt when you left the prison cells. You kind of maybe felt the spime energies, sort of like your antennas were picking it back up again. But when he looks at you, you feel it gone again. That bright yellow gaze. And he kind of starts looking at paperwork in front of him. Well. The friends of Barris Grelmdar in the very same room as me. Finally we meet. And everybody starts booing and hissing. You have been arrested on charges of the use of arcana within the realms of Ambrosia and aiding enemy of the city, Barris. What say you? How do you all plead?
We was lying before. We was lying. We just wanted to get in front of you, sir.
And he looks at you and he goes, is that Dusk Witheclaw? I believe it is.
Everyone seems to think they know me. I don't think you really do, though.
Tell me, young person, what is your name then?
My name is Void.
Void, huh?
Void Witheclaw.
And you hear a voice boom that you've not heard in quite a while, Dusk. As your father says, that's not the name we gave you. And you look, and over in the when you're on trial, they bring in people who are
The jury.
Witnesses.
There's a witness box. Golly, you think I would have done more work. And you see from the witness box your father, shipping magnate, Elhef Basilbas, stand up. And he's like, that man's name is Dusk Witheclaw. I gave him that name.
Gasp.
And I shall prove it.
That's not my dad. I don't know that man.
So you see a next to him, a drow with neck tattoos stand up. And he's like, I saw them in the night market. One of them stole my boot.
What?
And so like there's like a screen that sort of rolls down, and you see a warp projector. It starts to acquiesce these lights, and you see like Kirby dots start to form around it, and a projection starts to play of different, think of them like security cameras in the night market.
The night market's not safe.
Dang it.
You see a group of your friends leave a shop, and then not too long after, Gus running out with a boot. Then you see footage of the Blue Mandrill in a fighting pit. And then you see footage there's like a cash out bar where people get coin and exchange stuff for gambling. And you see Dusk Whiteclaw go up and say, I'd like to take out some money, please, from my father's account. My name is Dusk Whiteclaw.
Ah, so incriminating.
And they like pause it as you're like pointing in the air like my father is.
It could
So
be
William Wisp looks at you and goes, you were saying Void?
Why is this a crime?
The crime was aiding and abetting Barris Grelmdar, that son of a bitch who put me away. Was your first mistake. What's your second mistake? Drake Dragonstorm walks in, no longer megamogrified, and he says, they blast me with magic at AXE+ARCANA. Magic illegal in town. They use many magic. And he points to ID10T and he goes, that one killed many of my men.
He does that. You just get used to it.
So yeah.
ID10T just rattles off how many men he killed. It's like,
I mean-
track.
I wasn't trying to. Or wait, no, I was. I was.
I mean, if you wanna accuse us of responding to a letter of being in league with a crazy wizard we've barely even really hung out with, I'm not sure how that evidence really holds up. It's just we just responded to a note. How are we in league with? How are you? Is this proof we're in league with him?
And he looks over, and you see Cornpeg sitting over in the audience, and he walks up and he's like, they admitted to it in the cells not but a few hours ago. And he shifts and he's like, as Ambrosia prosecutor, I was able to, acquiesce this information from them, and they plain out admitted to it. They acknowledged that they were in league with the wizard Barris Grelmdar, and everybody boos when they hear Barris's name. It's like, you were wanted for helping Barris, but along the way, you used magic within the realms of Ambrosia, and we all know that's very, very bad.
It's very naughty. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be laughing at my own trial.
I don't.
No.
I don't really care.
Your
Objection.
Your Honor, are we representing ourselves, or do we get representation?
That's right. Legal representation.
Yeah.
We're making very large assumptions on the legal system here.
Yeah.
There's a system. There's got to be some rules, right? We're
Some
playing.
kind of
My
Actually,
rules.
out of the wig.
laws,
Oh,
Well,
this seems like you're cheating.
let us
human
hear your
laws.
let us hear your evidence. Let's hear your defense. Mount your defense.
Wait, we don't get a court-appointed lawyer?
I will be right back.
Okay.
He's gonna go find our lawyer.
Thank God.
We already had to find representation for your friends, the goblin, the lizard, and the turtle. We had their trial this morning.
Wait, they're here too?
They were.
Of course, but they weren't wanted for being in league with Barris, so they had a separate trial.
Trial for what?
Who's Barris?
I forgot.
I mean, if you must have representation, if you think it'll do you any favors, we can find you some. Let's see.
While he's looking, can I use stealth and hide?
Stealth and
Wait.
hide.
How are we hiding now?
From on the prosecution stand in the middle of a crowded court.
I don't know.
Just
maybe
poof.
maybe my dexterity is that high. Maybe.
How about that?
So you see what are they called? What are the cat people in D&D called? They are
Start with a T.
Texan?
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi,
You see a
yay.
Tabaxi
Tahini.
raise her hand and she says, "I'll represent them." And everybody kind of looks and she's like, "Tabitha Claw, I will help. I will help these people. Everybody deserves a fair trial." And so she everybody like, "Boo, let them burn!" Oh! So she makes her way through the crowd,
This is
And-
full of jerks.
walks up to your table.
I mean, we did kind of do a lot of bad things to them.
Watto, were you gonna really try to hide?
I fired
The
some
last person.
last.
I want to see how this plays out. I might.
I'm hesitant to help. I'm hesitant to accept help. Mostly because the last person I acquiesced to fucking betrayed us. So I'm suspicious constantly.
So she walks over to your table and kind of looks over at you, and she's like, well, "Hello, my name's Tabitha. I seem to be your only help here. Do you have any evidence that may exonerate you from these charges?"
Well, I guess we could search ID10T.
What?
Probably
Why?
a lot of.
What?
I mean, other than that, we all just have what we came in here with.
And you say
Right.
that she puts down a folder in front of you and slides it over to Waddle.
I was wondering if this Tabaxi looked familiar.
And she's
I
like,
I
"Huh?"
didn't want to assume that.
Yeah,
Baltimore
she
was
slides that over to you. And she's like, maybe go through this file. There may be some information in there helpful to you. If you can't give me any information, maybe this will help.
I have an intelligence of -1. I just kind of slide it over to Dusk.
Dusk. So she slid a folder over to Waddle, and then Waddle slides it over to you. William Wisp is like, "I'm growing bored." And she's like, "Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, please."
I guess I'll look in the folder for a second, but
So you
Otto wants to look over his shoulder, look and see what possible defense there is against such damning.
yeah, I'm gonna let Pato and me have a good look at it. So
you flip it open, and there's like some mundane paperwork, and you're kind of flipping through, and then halfway through the stack, you see the key that I believe Waddle grabbed from Barris's room, or was it ID10T?
The one with basement on it?
Yeah,
That's inside of me.
that was inside of you, huh? Could have
Somewhere
sworn it was
inside
on
me.
Waddle.
Sleight of hand. Someone use sleight of hand and put it in a folder for us.
Well, it was amongst your goods that fell out, or that we're
Okay,
taking.
yeah, that's fine.
She's like, this is all I could grab from your stuff. Just good luck.
Well, I was kind of hoping for better.
What were you hoping for? Do you have any ideas?
I got an idea, and I hide.
You're gonna try to hide?
I'm gonna try to hide.
Roll it. Where are you gonna? Okay.
I'm gonna hide under the table, behind someone's leg. Maybe I dash under the jury pew. We have a jury?
It's kind of like everybody who's watching.
At us.
Like Judge Dredd, where it's like William Wisp is just judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh boy.
I might have something.
I'm gonna hide.
All right, you're gonna try to hide. Bado, what do you have?
I'm hoping I remember things correctly. I would address the Honorable Wisp. Is it true that our charges are not necessarily that we are friends of Barris, but that we are enemies of you and your fair city?
Oh, there's that wisdom.
One could say that the charges are both. You were in league with the wizard Barris Gromdar at one point, were you not?
Perhaps.
Are we under oath?
Don't say anything.
Drake.
I said nothing to your informant in the cells.
Drake stands up and goes, "They killed my friends."
They had it coming.
They were your employees.
I
Friends
self-defense.
Friends
Self-defense.
first. What are you asking there, Loxodon?
How can we be enemies of yourself and the city when we are the ones who set you free to begin with?
Oh.
Explain.
I'll set the scene. Many thousands of years ago in
Krotara.
Krotara. Many thousands of years ago in Krotara, you were imprisoned in a skull.
And his eyes start to like that yellow eye starts to open up as you're telling the story. He's like, Go on.
And you were trapped there for all eternity, or lack thereof, as time ceases to have meaning in such a context. Until lo, the sword was removed from the skull, and you were freed to then gain power and assemble this fair city, and take over this wonderful city and take care of all these lovely people. And that sword was removed by what party, pray tell?
You removed a sword that trapped me?
It was us.
It was us indeed.
Your best friends.
Your
He, like,
best friend.
Starts to chuckle. He's like, maybe you did do me a favor. This is news to me. It explains all this warp technology that came out of nowhere. And he like keeps chuckling. He's like, not in a way that makes you like easy.
I got that.
And he laughs. He's like, no, you fools. It was the removal of Barris Gromdar that allowed me to come home. You removing this sword, that's icing on the cake. And he starts laughing. And he looks to Drake and he's like, dispatch a unit to Krotara. Investigate. And he kind of looks back at you and he's like,
Oh.
Tell me more. Tell me more of these tales.
Well, that's kind of all I had.
Did you encounter the red-headed one with the ring of red?
Arbrella, of course.
Gorilla.
Gorilla.
It's okay.
Yeah, we did. No,
Imagine
no,
he actually
no, we
does say that, and he just doesn't. He Doesn't get the names right. The whole
I like to
story
think
is a
somebody
mess.
shouted out the correct answer. I'm like, I mean, oh, so bad with names.
That's all right. No.
Elephant never forgets, man. Come on.
And what happened to her? And he says her with like disdain. And what happened to her?
She did.
Yes, she is most likely no longer on this plane.
As a little shout out to our listeners, Gorilla stayed in the Lich's tomb to ensure everything stayed locked up, so she was left behind. See the season finale of season 1 for those details, true believers. Yeah, so he's just kind of processing this. His little triangle pupil is like darting back and forth as he's taking in all of this information.
What are we gonna do with this basement key?
What was that?
I'm wondering what we're gonna do with this basement key.
Are you actually gonna try to hide?
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna snatch the key while I do it. And I just
Sounds hard.
duck under the table.
So make the hide check first.
Alright. I check stealth. It is 17 plus 4.
So you start to duck behind and you feel really good, but then one of the stalks on William Wisp's eye turns to you and fires a beam at you. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
That looks pretty good. 22.
You die.
No.
You died twice.
Looks like he's doing math.
You died 3 times.
Oh boy.
So he fires a ray at you, and you are able to dodge out of the way pretty quickly. And the ray hits a stack of papers in front of you, and they fly up in slow motion. As he tried to cast a slow spell on you, and he's like, "Get up, little one! I don't have time for this." He didn't see you reaching for the key. You still want to reach for?
Yep.
All right, make me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand check. It is a 13 with my modifier. Don't have
So you reach up and grab that key and pocket it. He's like, "I'm stand up now, or you won't leave this chamber of your own accord."
This is feeling like I'm in the principal's office.
We're gonna have a chance to leave this chamber of our own accord?
Yeah.
When you come back for sentencing.
Okay.
Oh, great. That sounds dandy.
Is this your entire defense? Because if that's it, I've had enough. We've wasted enough time.
Who's
Final
parents?
arguments. And the papers catch back up to time and fall to the ground.
And he.
Our final argument is we love you?
I have a question.
What's up?
Did he sense? Can he sense magic? Does he sense it being cast?
We can't cast it.
Oh wait, I thought he
you
cast
zapped
something.
it out of
Okay,
us.
yeah. Well, he did though.
He's doing magic.
Do as I say,
magic.
not as I do.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if once I saw him cast the magic, is it is that how anti-magic works? Is that some people can cast it, whoever
So
has the thing, or-
beholders, they're like a spell, but I think they're technically abilities. They're
Okay.
spell-like abilities.
Okay.
And then his central eye, when it hits you, you feel it's like a cone of anti-magic.
Okay.
So he hit that slowing ray, and then as he looked on it, it ended, and the papers fell down.
Well, I'll kind of stand up and say, "Listen, people of the jury and town. Are we not all considered evil at some point in our lives? Does a man not cast a fireball, metaphorically and physically, when he rages at somebody who does something absolutely stupid? Are we not entitled to defend ourselves when people, rightfully so, wish to end our lives? I think that we deserve a second chance. Just like William Wisp deserves a second chance whenever he does something wrong. I think that this Barris Grimdar, or whoever that is, while we were staying in his tower, we do not know the man. And I can assure you this. If we saw him, we would spit on him. And we would shun him. Because we are lawful citizens of the realm. We even stole his airship. See? We're the good guys. We're with you. Yay!
That's where the camera hard cuts you guys back in prison. So you're sitting there. Yeah, no. It was beautiful.
Worth a shot.
Excellent. You get an inspiration die for that.
Oh God, that's so funny.
You've been sentenced to death at dawn.
No.
It is evening time.
Well, I will say, well, I tried my best.
You did. You did.
You guys are back in your cells.
Same cells?
Same cells. In the morning, you will be sentenced to death for your crimes. How do you guys...
And then, like 2 or 3 decades of sitting on death row before the punishment is actually carried out, giving us plenty of time
system
to...
is...
No.
This is top notch.
Very efficient, yes.
Ruthless.
Lethal injection of sword.
So, you guys are in your cells. You have
Okay,
one night.
no, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to key in everything I see that looks like a hole.
So,
God.
I don't know. It's been so long that I'm not sure if you remember, but I still had one undead brain rat, the cranial rat.
Yep.
It was inside of me.
Yep.
I have you all along.
Because I fear that my disassembly is imminent, I will open up my hatch and let the little cranium rat, which I have named Mr. Jingles, let him out, and I let him go through the little hole that I made in my cell for freedom, so that he may live out his life in peace. Was? No, it was well, it's partially.
Part of me likes the idea of you opening it and falling out dead.
It died a second death.
Well, technically, it is undead, so maybe the anti-magic didn't have a good effect on it. But
no, you open it and it like jumps out and like it starts sniffing around. It's not sure what to do. And you see it run out through the bottom of the cage, and then it starts to make its way towards the door. And the guard like freaks out. He's like, "Oh my God, what the hell is that? Oh no!" And you see him exit out the door. He's like, "No!" And closes the door behind him. So it's just you 5 in your cells.
Oh,
perfect. Well done, comrade.
Waddle,
boy, Mr. Jingles.
You put that key in the lock. Roll me a D100.
What's a 100D?
It's 2 10-sided die.
Oh, it's on here. It's a D100. What do I roll that against? Anything?
You're rolling it, and I'm trying to see if it is successful because this key.
Holy shit!
What'd you roll?
I clicked the button too many times, 21 times to be precise.
Whoa!
981 is what I rolled.
I don't think that's accurate.
I'm doing it right. Hang on. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Oh, god damn it. My mouse is too
Sensitive.
sensitive because of the gaming mice.
Think about baseball.
Thinking about baseball. 23. I don't like baseball.
You rolled a 23.
Out of 100.
It doesn't work on yours.
Can I... Is the rat still here?
It's kind of like sniffing around.
Can I try and use my animal handling skill to coax the rat over here? Wait, no, it's not going to work because no one else is going to have...
Can you pass the key to anyone else? Perhaps
I'm
it'll
just going
work.
to throw it. I'm just going to throw it. Hey, anybody else want to try this key?
Hey, I have an unseen servant could pick it up.
I could probably just pass it to you.
Yeah, he can pass it to you, Velvet, because you're in the cell next to him.
And your
You can't
unseen
cast
servant's
magic.
not going to work.
Yeah,
Oh.
magic.
Oh, that's right. I forgot everything sucks here.
Yep.
Waddle passes the key to Velvet.
Having a bad day. He's getting all kinds of bad tattoos.
I know, we gotta fix that later.
A death.
Velvet, you want to try the key?
I'm gonna try the key. Is the key working? Come on, key.
Can you roll me 100% die?
How do I do that?
Do you have dice in front of you?
I do.
You know the little diamond ones? There should be
Yes.
one. There should be two of them. One
D10s,
has twos, like tens on them, and one has single numbers.
Yes.
Roll one of each of those.
Okay.
What do the numbers say?
I'm gonna make some space. I have a 3 and a 60.
Okay, so 63.
Okay.
So you try it, it doesn't work.
Ding dong.
You can toss it
I'm
over
gonna
to
Yeah.
Dusk.
Yes.
Dusk, the key slides over to you.
While
Roll
they're
me a-
trying that, I would like to. I haven't tried a what's the word? Holy magic. Divine magic. That's the one. I would try that just to ensure that it also doesn't work. Like
Let me
cast
read
light.
up the ruling on that.
I looked up key magic and it's magic. I would imagine any type of magic is magic.
Magic items and spells are kind of different, though.
But it took a magic.
So their anti-magic has exceptions and caveats.
Oh,
I'll
Nice.
say that much.
Mm.
There's a distinction between a spell and a spell effect. So if something gives you a spell effect, it would work. Also, I could... Oh, wait. Page 228 of the DMG. I want to make sure this is the right book. Unlike a magic item, such a blessing can't be suppressed by an anti-magic field. A blessing is given by a god. It's much like an ability.
Say that again. Much like a blessing, it can be.
The player's handbook specifically calls out divine magic, as the name suggests, is the power of the gods flowing from them into the world.
Yep.
Clerics are conduits. The gods don't grant this power to everyone. It says divine magic is the power of the gods.
Yeah. But what about anti-magic fields?
What are you trying to cast?
I was just gonna cast something simple and stupid like light, a cantrip.
Well,
do we need light in here?
No.
it might work. It might flicker. Dusk, roll me 100 die.
You see a key glint in the light.
If you had something specific, Bado, we did. If you find something, we'll talk about it. But if in general, I think it's like a case by case basis.
Can I do a knowledge arcana on how to disable an anti-magic sigil?
You dispel.
How do you roll D100 again?
So it's a 100-side dice. So there's a one with tens and one with single. But you can also look online. There's like a D100.
That's good.
I would try a dispel.
Is
Well, yeah.
It looked like
do
D&D
you have dispel as a cleric?
I do.
Let's see what Dusk rolls.
So I rolled a 540. Does that make sense?
A 40 and a 5?
Yeah.
So that's a 45.
Okay.
Doesn't work. You want to
The
pass
key
it over
doesn't
to...
work.
Yeah.
Crud.
Pass it over to ID10T?
I'm wondering
Yep.
if we should try that dispel magic before we try any more doors.
Jeremy Crawford, one of the D&D like head guys, says Divine Smite and Improved Divine Smite are definitely in a gray area relative to anti-magic field. DM's call. I can see back and forth on both of this. Do you want to try it, Bado?
Yeah.
All right, where are you gonna cast it?
The brick that, or the space behind the brick that Identity removed when we were here last.
All right, so you channel your god. Oh, you've got your sigil on you too, right? That's what you're using?
Yup.
All right. So you like hold it and you call on to that deity of yours, and you feel light sort of wrap around you, and you reach out, and ID10 you see the sigil on the wall sort of like cinder apart and fall off the wall. And in your cell specifically, you feel your magic start to surge back through your circuits.
Oh, yay! I will immediately.
Fireball.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Operation.
Let's see. What can I use? I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb, Acid, and melt the lock on my cell.
All right.
So
Describe how does ID10 cast that spell? What is it?
So when
What
I
percent
cast
of-
this spell, my hatch opens up, and you see like flashing like polycolor lights inside, like something's in electricity, and you hear the humming and elemental forces going around inside chaotically. And then like a small ball kind of forms that's glowing, and this time it's going to be green, and it looks like it's liquid, and it kind of floats out right outside the hatch, and then goes and shoots at the cell lock on my door.
You guys hear a splash and a sizzle of the melting lock, and
I'm
ID10's
free!
door opens.
I'm free! Am I still able to cast magic in the hallway?
Yeah. You
runs up.
feel like negative pressure areas in each of the cells, but in the hallway, you seem okay.
How many of
Wait.
these can I cast?
So every cell has a sigil in it.
Perhaps.
That's the vibe you're getting.
I'm vibing with that.
Oh, this is it, first level? I can cast 3. Actually, I could cast more than 3. Yes, I will cast 3 more times on the others. First on Velvet.
All right.
Keep
So-
on greasing. Wow. Open it up for Velvet.
A glob comes out of ID10T, and the locks on your cell door melt, and the door opens up. Velvet, you're able to step out, and you feel, while you don't have your spell book on you, you feel like the attachment to magic starting to pulse through your fingers again.
Do I still have my magic shoe on?
You do have your magic shoe on, and as you step out, you feel fleet of foot, feel that little bit faster.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a roundhouse kick, and it's gonna be faster because the speed's accelerated. So I'm
Please
kind
don't
of be
do
like,
it while I'm in front of you.
like a whirling top, like a little spinning top.
I love it. The spinning
Run-
velvet maneuver.
Right.
All right. And then I'll do it one more time on Void's cell. And basically, the ones that I know do cast spells and might have spells that might work. So
Okay.
Thank you, Ken.
once more on Void's.
Are you going by Void now, Dusk?
It's my chosen name. Yeah.
All right. All right. I won't
I call him
name you
Void now
anymore.
because I thought that was his real name and that the other name is fake now. So.
Oh,
To avoid same thing, you see this like real metal acrid bubble pop out, oozes over the locks, and it melts, and the hinges open up and give way. So Waddle and Bado are still in their cages. How do you guys want to get them out?
I can cast one more spell, but if anyone else has other abilities,
If you break me out, I can do magic weapon and, like, I don't know, whack at things.
okay. I'll do the orb on Bados as well.
All right, Bado, you stand back and you hear the acrid splash of the spell, and your door opens. Waddle
Alright.
is the only one left in
Get
cage.
whacking. What about? Oh wait, that last one's empty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the traitor's cell for traitors.
ooh.
I almost misty stepped into one of y'all's cages.
You could do that.
That would have been
couldn't
a
get
really
out.
bad idea.
That would have been a really bad idea. All right, I cast spiritual weapon and start whacking it. The last remaining lock.
I really thought you said start whacking it.
Could still try the key.
You want to try the key?
Sure, yes, I would try that if you'll let me do that instead of casting spiritual weapon,
Absolutely.
because that's an expensive spell.
Roll me a D100.
Do both.
D100. Doo-doo. 86.
Uh, 86 does not hit.
90, you guys. 90.
This is the basement door key. What are we doing here?
What else you guys got?
How big are these bars?
Why? What you thinking?
I'm just thinking, like, I'm probably the smallest party member here. Like, did they really accommodate for all sizes? And with my dexterity, maybe I can pretzel bend through the bars or something. I don't know.
Are you?
I mean, I can cast spirit. If that doesn't work, I would cast spiritual weapon and start hacking at the bar.
Hacking
or the
away.
lock.
Also, could cast heat metal and heat up the bars to try and make them melt.
You very much could, I think.
What does your key stuff say? Master Monk Rogue?
Oh, stuff. I got arms I can summon. I don't think I've gotten to the point. No, it's not.
As a rogue, do you have pick lock?
Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll just do that. What's wrong with me?
Or like mundane
Can I
stuff.
just link it with,
Lame.
like the stuff I've got in like my Tinder kit still, or
We could just give you something.
oh yeah, give me something.
You can pull out like some wire from one of your braids, your nipple clamp. You like MacGyver it?
I MacGyver a nipple ring and like some of these like extra little bits and bobs of jewelry that I got on. Like
Yeah,
a
some
earring.
rope.
All right, now where's my what is that? Sleight of hand? That sleight? What is that?
I think it's
I think it's sleight of
technically
hand.
a sleight of hand, but you would
You
give
could do
yourself
a performance as well. Well, maybe not.
you'd give yourself proficiency +3 to it. So roll it and let's see what you get.
While he's doing that, I'm going to try and recatch my little Mr. Jingles.
18 plus 3 with the
Yeah, you
proficiency bonus.
kind of reach out and you pop the lock. ID10 you are able to scoop Mr. Jingles up, and you kind of put him in your chest, and as you close the door on him, the door opens,
Yeah.
as some guards walk in, and the door shuts behind them, and they kind of look at you guys, and they're like, "Wait a
Guards.
minute."
How many guards?
5 guards.
Ah,
fuck.
damn. That's too many guards.
Wait a minute.
Oh wait, we're out of those.
The guard said we could get out of the cells and walk around for a minute.
Hey,
Yeah.
I whisper to everyone else. Hey, there's 5 of us.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, dude, we're in jail. We got no choice.
Wait, what?
I do like Velvet's attempt to try to coerce them.
No, wait, are we killing them?
I'm gonna kill
Why
you.
are you asking this?
You see them like
We're
Not
about
in
to throw
character.
down.
I still
s-
have spiritual weapon fired up.
they reach and grab their batons. Sean's and I, how late do you guys want to go? This is either a we stop here and start next adventure, the escape from the prison, or do you guys want to make this fight and then after this fight we call it?
Fight, then call it.
Yeah, fight.
All right.
Although it would have been cool to see like Gus like dash in, like at the end of the episode.
I'm gonna rescue
Alright.
you. Oh, you're too late.
So they grab their weapons, and let's jump onto initiative.
I rolled a 9 for
All
initiative.
right, let's see. Waddle got an 18. Velvet got a 9.
I rolled 20.
What did you
17
cast
plus 3.
spiritual weapon on? Does it just summon a weapon?
It summons a weapon. I
Sweet.
got a nat 20 for initiative.
Oh man.
I got a 7.
You also got a 20 for initiative, Bado?
Yeah, with,
And
for a total of
then-
21.
Okay, and then Dusk, you said you had a 7?
Correct.
So Bado, ID 10T, the guards, then Waddle, then Velvet, then Dusk is the order we're going at.
You get to pick the weapon, or is it just random?
I think you picked it early on, no?
No, I was thematically changing it. In this case, it would be like for the purpose of breaking open the lock. What would I have? Like a crowbar, pry bar, magical, spectral, divine pry bar,
Weapon of the hero.
weapon of the
I
hero.
need a hero.
You guys watch that new trailer?
No idea what you're talking about.
The He-Man.
Oh, into it. Into it.
There's a He-Man trailer?
Just came out. Kevin Smith.
You'll like it, or you'll hate it.
Alrighty, Bado, you are up first.
All right, I will try to. Well, I will do blindness, deafness. Well, blindness on 2 of these suckers.
Alright, what do I have to roll?
You need to roll a 15 on con.
A 12 and an 11 fail.
Nope, they are both blind. You get to do another check at the end of their turns.
At their turns.
And since I already have spiritual weapon up, I will move to attack the closest one. With +7 to hit. Let's see. 20 to hit.
I really want to hear it, like the music. It's running in my head. I need to know.
You rolled a 20?
Not a nat 20, but it became 20 with the bonuses.
That hits.
And then 11 damage. Pry bar to the head.
Alright, so you reach out and you bash him across the face and he like staggers. And a tooth flies out across the floor. He's like, what the fuck? Get him, boys! ID 10T.
How like we're all in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
And how wide's the hall?
I think I said it was 20 across and 50 long.
Ooh, that's pretty big.
Spacious.
I'm
You
gonna
boys ready to dance?
I'll my monocle will turn red when I realize we're killing them, and I will go start walking up to one of them and
Alright.
say, "Give Papa ID a hug," and you'll see my gloves will start to glow a dark, like almost black purple, and I wrap my noodle arms around one of them, and you see him start to kind of convulse as I begin to do something horrible to him,
Yeah.
which I will explain. Well, in the meta term, it's I'm casting from Pure Touch on, so I'm sucking the life out. Yep.
Okay.
So that's going to be one action when I do a melee attack, melee spell attack against a creature within my reach.
Okay.
And what is that exactly? Melee spell attack. It's just my D20 plus my spell attack modifier. Is that not correct?
Your spell attack modifier, yeah, which would be the ability used to cast the spell plus 3 for proficiency.
Oof. Okay, well that might not be a good idea.
And you also have an inspiration die for your rousing speech.
Can I roll that now? I really want to do that because this is not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a nat 20. All right, well.
There you go.
Okay, so that one's gone. So yeah, I walk up and I go, "Give me a hug."
And then you
you just hear him go.
How much so
It's going to do 3d6 necrotic damage.
all right.
And I will regain hit points, which I'm already full health, so that's not going to matter. And then it's concentration up to a minute, and I can do it each turn until somebody basically breaks my concentration.
Okay, so roll those 3d6. I imagine like soul comes out of the back of you like a wood chipper.
It'll just start steaming, like little puffs. So it's 3, 3, and 2, so that's 8.
Alright. You crit, so you get to roll dice twice.
Is that what it? Okay.
Yeah. When you crit, all the dice you roll, you do twice, and then you add modifiers.
Okay, so then
Vampiric crit.
7 and 8. So that's
15.
So 15. Yeah. No, that's 13, isn't it?
7 plus 7 is 14. Plus 1 more is 15.
Oh yeah, you're right. 15. Perfect.
So you like grab him, and you see his like skin start to gel, and his like skeleton sinks within it as you're sucking the life force out of him, and then he just kind of like collapses between your arms, and he drops.
Okay.
And the other one looks over and he's like, "What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man?" All right. So there are 4 guards remaining. 2 are blinded. One of the blinded has been smacked across the face with the crowbar. The 2 that are up or not blinded. Let's see. One's going to swing at ID 10T and one's going to swing at Bado because they're the 2 that have acted so far. So Bado first. This guy swings at you with a 9. He misses. He's nervous because he just saw his friend like jelly. Bado, the other non-blinded one, is going to swing at you. And that's going to be not natural, but he rolls a 20, so that's going to be a hit.
Bad but true.
So he belts at you, and you take 6 damage as it kind of like catches you across your forearm. Makes your elbow a little sore. These guys that are blinded, they make attacks, but I believe it's at disadvantage because they can't see. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right, so one of them's going to swing randomly.
I assume we get advantage on them. Let me double check that.
I believe that might be accurate. You technically should have rolled another d20. So one of them blindly swings at you, Bado. The first one you blinded, and he misses. And the second one's going to swing. I'm not sure who else is close to the front, but a 6 and a 3 don't hit either. So both of those guys are like swinging randomly, and they can't see what they're aiming at. Now they're going to try to save against being blinded. What did they have to roll?
15.
All right, so one of them, the one who was not hit, is no longer blinded, but the guy who got cranked across the face with the crowbar can't find his footing. He's still blinded. Waddle, you are up.
I attacked the blinded one. Wait, are they both down? Or is this...
One's blinded.
But he's
and
still
then
up.
3 are not blinded.
I want to do a sneak attack.
On the blinded one?
Yeah. Well,
All right.
well, actually, I probably get an advantage regardless, don't I? It's
Yeah.
not really a sneak attack. It's just an extra attack, right?
Yeah, but you do an extra d6 with that damage.
Yeah.
All right. So I do. We're unarmed. I'm unarmed. Because
Yeah.
all my weapons. So I do.
But monks do unarmed.
Right. So I do an unarmed strike, and then I do a bonus action, which is an unarmed strike. And because I do the bonus action that's an unarmed strike, I do another strike.
I think so.
That's what it
and
says. And then I can do the sneak attack as well?
No, so sneak attack means when each of those hits, you do an extra d6 to your damage.
Oh.
So it just means you hit extra deftly.
So I hit 3 times. I can almost. I can.
You're going to roll 3 sets of 2 20-sided die.
Okay. 3 sets, 2 20-sided. Boom.
So 20, take the highest of the 2 on the first one.
20. Ugh. I got 3 on the highest one.
Okay, so the first one misses. So in your second attack, roll 2 20-sided die and take the higher of those 2.
Oh my god, what's that? Oh god, okay. 17 was the best of those 2.
That's going to hit.
And then one more?
Yep.
Here we go. 20 naturally. Yes.
All right, so I'm pretty sure your first attack's going to drop the first guy. So I'll let you take that crit and go to the guy next to him that's not blinded.
This is like some rotation step.
Yeah, but so you'll drop the first guy that was blinded. You like come out and you sock him. You just uppercut him. And then with your
Tiger uppercut.
second hand, you'll crit the second guy, but don't add an extra d6 because he was not blinded.
Okay.
But your damage die, you do get to roll twice because it was a critical hit.
It wouldn't be a d6, you'd roll d20 twice to hit. You don't get extra damage.
Yeah.
So I add the hit damage dice to the
What's your hit die when you hit?
+7.
Well, what is the die you roll? Is it a d6?
Yeah, no, it's a 20.
No. So d20 is to attack.
Oh, was I supposed to add 7 to those?
If you, the first one hit because he was blinded and he was almost down, so you knocked him out. On your second set of dice, you rolled a d20, so it's a natural 20. So that's going to hit no matter what. So when you roll your dice, you roll a d6 plus your dexterity modifier, I think. So
It's a D4.
d4. So roll 2 d4s and add 4 this time.
So 6 for 1 and
Well, how'd you get? No, just 2 d4s plus 2. It's not plus 2 each time. So you rolled a 4, and then roll a d4 again.
and a 1.
So it's 5 plus 2 is 7. So you did 7 to the guy next to him. Cool. Velvet, you're up. There are 3 guards left. One of them has taken substantial damage, and the other 2 have not.
Can they all see?
They can all see.
I wanna, cause we're in a hallway, right?
Yep.
So I
Prison
wanna,
hallway.
I wanna use my feat of my magic shoe to kind of sort of matrix style run up along the wall, kind of up on the wall along it, and kick off to the person nearest me and do a roundhouse kick to their head.
All right. All right.
And I'm gonna scream, "Crush Velvet Spin Attack!" As I do it.
All right. Roll me 2d20s and take the highest, because this is gonna catch them off guard. The guards off guard.
Caught everybody off guard.
I got a 7 and a 19.
All right. The 19 will hit. So, roll me a d4, and then what's higher? Let me look at your character sheet.
The D4 is the little triangle.
Yeah, the little triangle. So roll that and add 1.
Which I never remember with this one. Which one do I look at?
It's
The
the
bottom?
only number that's facing the correct side up. So the numbers are either in the corners, and there'll be one number at the top facing up, or they're in the middle, and the one on the bottom will be the only one facing correct.
Oh, okay. So I rolled a 2.
All right, and then the add +1 is 3.
Yes.
So you do a spinning velvet kick off the wall, and kind of like belt this guy across his face with your spinning velvet attack, and it leaves like a shoe print in his cheek.
Yeah.
With the little velvet kiss.
I kissed his forehead on the as I was spinning past him.
Very cool. Dusk. 3 left. 2 of them have taken damage.
All right. So I don't have an instrument, but
Tin flute.
I think I'm gonna try, kind of like call upon my patron, because I can feel my magical power again.
Yeah.
Think about kind of my chosen name, and then maybe kind of, and I'm gonna attempt to play air guitar.
My God.
So
Madness.
I'm going to attempt to play music from the void. And
He's doing it.
And do the guards have armor on?
They're like lightly leathered armor.
Leather? Oh dang. Okay.
Their clubs are metal. They've got like metal batons.
Totally metal.
Oh, awesome. Well, then I'm gonna heat metal.
All right.
And so I'm gonna start kind of like, I'm gonna air guitar the Terminator theme. So like and I just start kind of like air guitaring it the whole time, so I'm not actually making any noise or anything. But that's kind of what I'm attempting to do. So I'm gonna try and heat metal on. I guess, can I get
multiple items, or is it
range,
just one?
or is it a person? Let me see. At higher levels, the damage increases. No, I can only.
I think it's just one
I
item.
can choose one of them. So, I guess I'll choose the guy that doesn't have any damage.
Okay.
The one who's maybe the liveliest and coming after me. And so I start air guitaring the Terminator theme song and heating metal on his club.
You hear like the metallic tendons in your arm as you're starting to play, like they start to pluck almost. And you see like shimmers of spine color like start to emanate. You almost feel like you see a shimmering guitar in front of you.
Whoa.
As the one in the middle's like stick starts to turn like a glowing red, and he's like, "What the fuck? They're evil!" And he throws his hot baton down at your feet. Does it do burn damage? Maybe like a D4?
Yeah. Hang on. It does. Object takes 2d8 fire damage, and using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8. So, but that's not like a third level spell. It's still a first
Yeah.
level spell.
So I don't think it did. It just like burned him enough
So-
to drop it.
It's just 2d8, right? Or
Well,
no?
it's to the object or to him? Because I think it's to the
Any-
object because objects have.
Any creature in physical contact with the
Ah.
object takes 2d8 fire damage.
There you go. Roll it.
Bingo, bango.
Is this a one-time thing, or is this just like
All right,
it's gonna be
that is a
air guitar?
6 and a 2, so 8 total.
8. All right. Yeah. It singes him and he drops it. You hear the metal clang on the ground in front of you. Bado, top of the order. 3 left. All 3 of them have taken some form of damage.
Let's see what other actions I can take. I will call down Sacred Flame on one and then immediately hit him across the face with a magical crowbar.
All right.
He needs to make a dex save against 15.
9 fails.
And then let me roll Spirit Weapon. Aw, 10 to hit.
What did the strike do?
Radiant damage.
Okay.
Sacred Flame from on high.
So the Sacred Flame hits, but your magical weapon doesn't quite connect. Is that correct? You did 2 attacks, basically?
And it's 1d8. Let me roll one of those. No, 2d8. 9 points.
All right, you drop the guard. 2 guards remain. ID 10T.
How are they looking?
One's looking not well. The other one's a little scuffed up, but he's still got a little fight in him.
So,
And they go after you.
question is, am I attuned with that book that I was reading?
Yeah, I think so.
I shouldn't do that. It's dangerous. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Uh-huh.
But what I will do,
Uh-huh.
did we take down what I'll do a quick scan, quick ocular pat down on all of them.
Yeah.
Did we take down the leader of them? The air quotes leader?
I didn't feel like they had a leader. It was just like a small set of guards.
All right. Well, whichever one was in front,
Mm-hmm.
if he's down, imagine
Yeah.
he's down.
Yeah.
Is he dead? Does he look
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn my ocular eye to him,
Uh-huh.
and then I imagine everyone just kind of sees this kind of flash of a giant burning eye in their minds, and then you see my eye kind of shoot a red beam down on the guy,
Uh-huh.
and then he starts to stand back up,
Oh God.
and I cast animate dead on him. So let me
I
see
slowly
if
look back at Identity and like, are we gonna have a problem here?
What?
So the guard like bolts up as ID 10T like casts that beam on him, and the 2 guards are like, "What the fuck? They are the devil! Holy shit! We gotta get out of here!"
That's right, we're the devil, all of us combined.
Woo! Is that the end of your turn, ID 10T?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring him up, so he's
Like a
up.
devil.
I don't know what it does, but let me read it.
The book has charges.
Oh no, this was not the book.
Oh,
I have that
so
already.
did you just already have
That was
I've had that. I've had that for I think some time.
Or anything.
Yeah.
One of the guards is going to make a run for the door. Does anybody have if you have a reaction?
I have a reaction.
I would like to react, except that I went first, so my action's already gone.
It's an
But
opportunity.
you still get
attack.
one reaction per round.
Like a attack of opportunity.
Yeah, but they're called reactions in this one. And like I think the monk rogue would have one at the very least.
Yep.
Would try to hold person.
as a bonus action.
Is it supposed? Does it have to be qualified as a bonus action? Because
I think
can't.
so.
Okay, then no way.
So one of them was going to go, the other one was going to try to stay to fight you back. So the one that's
Yep.
going to go to try to run, Waddle. What do you got?
Opportunity attack.
All right,
Just a regular old attack.
just a good old attack.
Good old regular old. Just damage I roll?
Well, you roll your attack. Roll your d20.
Alright. So it is 18.
That hits.
I'm doing it right now. I'm adding that modifier.
Yeah. Roll your damage. Your d.
I don't know. 8. So it's 4 plus 4. 'cause
You rolled
apparently
8.
My unarmed strike is plus 4.
So he turns to run. Where do you hit him to end his life?
Back of his head.
So he turns around. He's like, "What the fuck?
I
I gotta go warn the others." And he turns, and Waddle just.
And then I wink at Velvet. Blink.
And I shoot one right back at him.
The one that's standing up, when he sees this, he freaks out and he doesn't have a club in his hand.
Momentarily forgot because he's so panicked.
No, actually, the one that was going to run for the door would have been the one who dropped it. That makes more sense. So the last one remaining, when he sees you take his friend out, he's going to swing at your arm that just like reached out. 14. Did 19 hit you, Waddle?
19 does 19. 7. Whatever.
No, it's your armor class. I'm pretty sure 19 hits you.
Yep.
So he hits you for 9 points of damage.
God dang. And I died.
Did you really? No, you didn't. I was like, what?
A quarter of my health, though.
Should be fine.
Yeah, so he whacks you. Waddle, it is your turn again now. So he like hits you and you immediately...
Broke a little inside, and then I fight back.
Can I?
What's up,
I wish I
Dustin?
could grant. I wish I could grant powers to sleep.
It depends on the spell.
What?
Some spells can you can target people.
Let me see if I can.
What you got, Waddle?
I got a 13 for my attack.
13 hits. Are you going to make multiple attacks?
Yeah.
Alright, so your first one hits. You make a second one.
17.
Second one hits.
Third one is 19.
Yeah, all 3 hit.
Sweet. Bludgeoning force. Let's go. 8. 6. And 5.
So you take his friend out from behind. He sees that and gets pissed, reaches with his baton, strikes you across your forearm, and like it hits you and you just and he kind of like stumbles for a minute. And he's out of breath and then he just falls over.
Did I punch him so hard he died?
You 3 solid strikes and he'd already taken some damage. So camera pulls back as these 5 dead guards sit in this hallway, in this prison cell beneath the city of Ambrosia.
Maybe we do belong in jail. We're monsters.
Sometimes you wonder.
Hey,
One of them's still reanimated, right?
Oh
a
yeah,
man is entitled to defend himself.
yeah.
We
4 of
all
them lay
humans.
dead on the ground. One of them is jelly, and then one of them is reanimated, kind of like.
Everyone's like,
Kill it again.
Sometimes I wonder.
this is Philip. He's my new friend.
So the camera pulls back as it occurs to you like now you have to actually escape the dungeons and prison beneath Ambrosia.
Oh, ding dong.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll call tonight's game. Next adventure will be called Prison Break.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
It's Pride Month, y'all. I can say it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We're ready.
I like to imagine Velvet's like your shirt's ripped open like Jeff Goldblum, so you can see that William Wisp by.
He's owning
Yes.
it. He's owning it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's there. It's happening. That's
No
canon.
longer William Wisp emblem.
Yeah. So yeah, that's tonight's game. Thanks everybody for hanging out and playing. This was the Court of William Wisp. Will join us next time, like I said, for the next episode, Prison Break. And I hope everybody has a good and magical night. And we'll talk to you next time.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.
Cue the music.
Music.
Y'all know you can't stop us, 'cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, 'cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, 'cause we are warriors. Y'all know you can't stop us, 'cause we are warriors.
Stop and think about the things you do, the things you say, cause we gon' bring it to you each and every day. Don't play around, clown, we'll put you down. The warriors are here, we came to chase the haters away. We throw down for our brothers, down for our mothers and their sons and daughters to fight for freedom and peace. We'll have you tied out like a phone line, cause we always on the grind. You got beef, why don't we take it to the streets? When you hear the all call, you're gonna fall like reservoir dogs. Have you run like babies on the crawl? We'll have you tied up with the quickness. Think that you can step to this? Haven't you heard about the click, click, boom of the cannon, boom of the better minutes? I got everybody scared flying high above your head. It's time to stand up for the better things and fight for all the freedom rings. Look to the sky and know that we